still glows. A kettle cold, but my hand still goes. I mark that range with a coffee stain. Clean mind, sharp eyes in the moonlight train. Order stacked like cards in the deck. I wait my turn, I don't blink yet. One clean setup, that's the code I live. Half asleep, but I got more to give. Hear that tick, hear that pulse. Feel that pull in my bones. I came this far for the long game. I won't leave it alone. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trade clean, trade smart. London calling, London calling. I came to earn it. Dark outside, but my plan stays lit. No lucky break, I size up grit. Read that candle, read that spread. Take the compact, keep my head. I lost before, I learned that sting. Now I cut my fear on a tighter string. Every dawn is a test I choose. If I want the crown, I pay my dues. Hear that tick, hear that pulse. Feel that pull in my bones. I came this far for the long game. I won't leave it alone. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trade clean, trade smart. London calling, London calling. I came to earn it. Let the night press in. Let the doubt get loud. I stayed on my feet. I stayed unbowed. One more shot at the life I chose. One more step when the market waits. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trade clean, trade smart. London calling, London calling. I came to earn it. hands on God. When the floor starts shaking and the whole thing spins, you don't chase the noise, you let the truth win. Open fire, open fire. Keep your name above the wire. Open fire, open fire. Live through the market choir. With some, do some, stay in line. Take the hit, then take your time. Open fire, open fire. Hold your name above the wire.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to NFP Friday. Got lots of time before the NFPs. Going to be a very, very quiet day. I don't think we're going to have much trading going pre-NFPs. The focus today primarily is going to be on trying to do one and dones and then do some positional trading perhaps after the NFPs, and also review all the stuff we did this week so that we're really crystal clear on the game plan, the structure, and the results. So good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Sound check, mic check. Give me a +1 if you guys hear me. I think I look okay. Everything looks, I think, okay on the screens. I got everything all set the way I want it. We're trading with our friends from Apex today, of course, obviously because they have the cheapest accounts to get us funded, and we're going to try and do a couple of those off the legacy accounts, because the legacy accounts have two things that are absolutely critical for the funding: no daily loss limit and larger drawdowns. So I'm gonna trade the 50s today. I actually have how many right now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have four in Tradingview, and how many do I have in here? These are just the evals I have running. 1, 2. Yeah, 2. So 6 evals. Probably going to add 2 more. They'll give us 8, and then we're going to try and get out of those 8. We'll try to get 2. We'll run 4 on a one and done basis and see if we can get 2 of those funded. So and then trade the rest of them towards target. So it should be fun. Let me see, what do we have? I have a couple of them are very close. Like I have a couple that are, see, this one is like literally 1,000 from getting funded. The other one is 86. Same thing. So these are probably, I'm not gonna, like, there's no point in trying to YOLO these accounts because they're close to getting funded. We're just gonna trade them hopefully to target. But maybe what we'll do is we'll take the 88, which is just really close by, and then what's the other one? 87, yeah, 87, 88. Those are essentially slightly ahead. So those are the ones that we can gamble with. And then I think on wealth charts, same kind of a thing. On wealth charts, I have 363. This one is 548. I mean, this one is pretty close to even. And this one is 382. This one is much closer to like target. So this one I want to keep. So anything like, about 51,000, those we're going to trade normally. Anything that's in the the 50,000s, we can YOLO those as far as markets go, and we'll see how that plays out. So good morning, everybody. We'll get through the as we get closer to NFPs, maybe around 7:30. We're gonna put together our whole trading plan for getting funded on the NFPs, on a volatility trade and a news trade. But for now, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the week, about the results, and then also discuss some of the tools because we have a little bit of time. I think the scalps are going to be few and far between here. We do have actually, there is a, I do have a, like literally a scalp here, which I'm already in this trade on a positional basis. So let's see if it, well, we can take the scalp on the 81 account. Let me do this. Oh, this should be on a different, this is the only problem. I'm running out of room here. There it is. Oh no, that's fine. That's actually good. All right, let's give this a shot. So we're going to take this. Oh, and look at that. That scalp got done. That got done super fast. So this is, if you see over here, we're bearish tape. Obviously safe for us to trade. Lightning bolt trade over here, moving around. That trade just kind of worked. I've been nursing this other trade. Is it the 363? No, it's the let's recount at my end. 82. Let me close this up. I'm just going to flatten this out. Yeah, I've been nursing this trade forever, since like 5 o'clock. Let me show this to you. Let me see if I can just play this out for you. Yeah, look at this. Look how long this trade has been in play. I started over here a little bit late. I'll be honest with you, a little bit late. But it's an interesting example. Let me show this to you on like a full screen here. It's an interesting example of a positional trade instead of a scalp trade, using our scalp signals. Something that I started doing with you guys yesterday that was very successful. And we're absolutely going to put this into play. So the whole idea is, remember, our indicator not only gives us signals, but gives us context structures as well, right? And contextually, it tells us the highs and the lows of all the sessions, as well as the VWAP, right? So we're tracking the most important numbers intraday that everybody's watching, which is the highs, the lows, and the VWAPs. VWAP obviously is very important because that's the institutional price that everybody watches for execution purposes. So up, down, above that, everybody cares. And of course, session highs, session lows is where everybody runs their stops. That's where everybody focuses their stops. So what was interesting is, I think I came on, this is like what, 4:30. I came on board around 4:30. And my whole view was, okay, here's the London high. And if they can't break the London high and we create a lightning bolt down, like a volatility trade down, that's generally a pretty good signal that the buyers couldn't take the highs and the sellers are going to try and take it back down to the lows. Well, that thesis had to be a very patient thesis, because basically we spent the next hour just really chopping around, never breaking the high, but really, really challenging the high. I was in meetings, so I really didn't care. I wasn't watching it, but this would have been a very long, torturous trade. But the most important point is that it wasn't invalidated. It only gets invalidated if the high was broken. It was challenged a couple of times, but it was never broken. And you actually see multiple instances of the high being challenged, and then lightning bolts down, lightning bolts down, lightning bolts down. No single lightning bolt broke and held the London high. Like, the invalidation signal would be if the lightning bolt broke and held the London high. So holding this for like an hour and a half, I eventually turned it to profit and closed it over here as it broke down. But it's not a perfect measure by any means, stretch imagination, as an entry point, but it is an intelligent entry point. And using the scalp signals as entry points for more positional trades yesterday was amazing. We had I had a 75, because these are essentially maybe 1-to-1 trades, maybe 0.8 to 1 trades if you're kind of going a little bit negative risk. Sometimes, for those people who really compress the trades, they can be 1.25 to 1.5 R positive trades. So you would think they'd be 50% break even. They'd be like 55%. Well, no, yesterday they were 75% accurate. So when you're printing something at a 1-to-1 ratio with a 75% win rate, you are just printing money. And so that was just fascinating. We're just trading key levels around, and you could expand on this thesis, because, like, for example, here's the Tokyo high, right? They break the Tokyo high, right? Lightning bolt down, right? From Tokyo high. You wouldn't have taken, none of these up trades are worthwhile because you weren't rallying from the VWAP. You were coming down from London high, breaking Tokyo high. That's kind of a confirmatory trade to the fact that we have more downward action. And now we're basically going to London low. If I was really patient, I would have held this trade longer to try to go towards London low, right? And if you wanted to look for consolidation and maybe a trade back from London low to London high, what you would need to do is for the price action to consolidate here and have a lightning bolt come back up above and hold it. And it doesn't mean that's going to be the absolute turn, but that's a reasonable place to anchor your trade. Sometimes it will stop you out, and you have to come back again and see, maybe it's going to create a secondary lightning bolt up, or tertiary. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times before it turns. But using lightning bolt as a trigger mechanism has been a very, very successful trade, because it basically waits until there's a strong degree of confidence, right? Like yesterday, the results were 75% confident, in a sense that 75% of the trades that when lightning bolt showed itself around these key levels resolved in our favor, which is just a ridiculously high number. So I think that's a really great addition to our trading, in addition to scalping. Scalping obviously is the bread and butter, but this is the is the true P&L earner, because this allows you to trade really small size, like one NQ, 1 MNQ, 2 MNQ, and still get $200-300 per account, right? Like yesterday, the 88 account that I ran yesterday made $250 trading 1 MNQ on these positional trades, right? Which is insane, in terms of structure. Now, here's London. Here's an interesting setup that's going on right now. Here's London low, right? And we have a lightning bolt right in front of the London low. And you could take a bet here that they're kind of holding London low, and that they're not going to break it. And it's not a bad bet. I'm going to take that right now. Let me just and my stop would be like around the London low. I would kind of hold my London lows right over here and see if we can make the move higher. We'll let it play out. The really good way of trading this, if you sort of once you get very, very comfortable, is to trade it on a 2-lot basis, and you have like a short target, and then you have like a really, really longer term target that works. But for now, we'll just trade with a single lot structure. Let's see what we can get on this move here. Give it a shot. You know what? I'm just going to flatten out. I'm going to flatten out stuff because I want to show you some other stuff. So you can see that and the reason why this, I think, is such an intelligent way of trading is because honestly, the only thing that matters in the market on an intraday basis is session highs, session lows, and VWAP. These are the things that institutions look at, right? No Fibonacci, no bullshit, no London kill, no ICT zones. Nobody gives a shit about any of that because those are just made up numbers by retail traders. But institutions only look pretty much at actual numbers, not derivative numbers. So when you're trading against those context zones, you're doing what the big guys are doing. So therefore, you can track their thought pattern and try to basically piggyback on their ideas because they're giving you clues. Oh, looks like London lows hold. Buyers came in, pushed the volatility up, and now they're going to try to run it perhaps to Tokyo high, and then see how it goes there. And then if they run it through Tokyo high, maybe they want to take it all the way up to London high. But the path becomes very, very clean and clear on the charts. Let me know if that's clear to you guys. Let me know if you guys are seeing what I'm showing and it makes sense. Give me some plus ones on that. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, everybody. One sec. So I'm going to let everybody just kind of crawl into the room first and give it a minute. Who's new in the room here today? Who's never scalped with us or traded with us or familiar with the kind of stuff that we do? Give me a hi. Let me know. No newbies today? Then I'm not gonna go through the basics. Or who wants to hear the basics? Let me ask you this: who wants to hear the basics of the strategy so you understand exactly what we're doing on a scalping basis, and then also on a directional basis? Trend is neutral. Climate is moderate, so no trades on anything right now. Hey Tim, good morning. Good morning. So I took a couple. I did one scalp trade today and took two positional trades, which, by the way, I could have really milked. I should see it went all the way to Tokyo high, right? So here's the classic turn. Let me go to my boomer cam. The classic turn off the London lows, lightning bolt trade, volatility up, right? We get long past the volatility. Should have targeted the Tokyo high. I just sort of got out early because I didn't want to focus on it. But from here to here was a very, very clean trade. Right now, we're just basically consolidating around Tokyo high. You can see what the next, what the next play is. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. We're just chilling today. I'm not going to do much trading. I took like one or two scalp trades because there's just no point. It's NFP Friday. The focus is going to be on trying to get funded on the NFPs. I'm going to do new straddles, and then of course we'll trade post NFPs when it's really going to be this. Would I say that my DOT strategy is actually good for choppy markets? It's good for either. every strategy is good or bad depending on how you trade it. Here's the easiest way to sort of let me explain to you. It's not choppiness, it's amplitude. I've shown this 1,000 times, but this is the easiest way to understand when you fail and when you succeed in our trading. Where's my thing here? Yeah. So imagine this is price, right? Or imagine this is a moving average. And if price is doing this, right? If price is just if we're just hugging the moving average like this, right? None of our strategies will work. If you are in this type of a low volatility, low continuity market, nothing we do will work. This is kryptonite. This is what kills us. And this is what we try to avoid by doing, overlays and filters as much as possible. So that is the really bad strategy. Now, imagine you are in this strategy. This is, here's the moving average. It scopes up and price is just going up like this, right? No problem. We make money here. We make money here. We make money anywhere. We are very, very good at trading continuity because as long as we have continuity and amplitude, we're fine, right? So no problem with trend. Imagine, we are in this type of market. The price is the moving average is relatively flat, but the amplitudes are huge. Like the movement from high to low is, 30, 40 points, just for argument's sake. Best kind of market for us. That's what we want. We bought because we are very good at picking turns. Our indicators are super good at picking turns. This is here. You can see this on the chart. This is a very flat market, right? Very little movement, no continuity here. Boom, up, no movement, down, no movement, right? Very, very flat. Contrasted with right now, where we're getting amplitude and we're picking the turn, no problem. We make money. We're picking the turn, no problem. We make money. So the problem is choppiness. The problem is the degree of choppiness. The greater the amplitude of the choppiness, the easier that's the easiest environment for us to make money. And the tighter the waves are, the smaller the waves. I guess the best way to think about it is the smaller the wave, the less effective whatever it is to do, because there's just no continuity. Our whole thing is we need to ride the wave. If the wave crashes shallow, a very, very shallow crash, we have no way to make money. On the other hand, if the wave crashes like a tidal wave, perfect. Boom, boom. We'll make money both ways. Does that make sense to you, Steve? That's the strength of what we do, and let's also understand limitation. Okay, so that also will help you kind of stay out of trouble when you kind of see these very, very low amplitude things. Unfortunately, I got to tell you, there is no way to predict a low amplitude period. There's just only a way to survive it, right? You just have to take a stop, move on, take a stop until eventually you get slopiness, and then once you get slopiness, everything is going to start working for you because you're just looking for continuity. So I totally lost my track of my thought. So the basic scalp structures are the following. Actually, you know what? Let me keep this. Let me just keep it on Tradingview for now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. A lot of people coming in the room. Hello, hello. Who's new in the room? Come say hello to me. I'm going to put up a link here for everybody to who wants to download the dots PDF. The rule for the dot structure that we trade. Be my guests. Good morning. Good morning. Who's new on X that's watching us? Come say hi to us from anywhere. Got a big day ahead of us. Non-farm payrolls coming up. we're going to try and do something called a new straddle. We're going to try and trade the volatility on both sides of the trade with two different instruments. We're going to trade NASDAQ long, S&P short, NASDAQ long, gold short, or the other way around, combination of factors. To actually, probably the intelligent thing is, that's going to be the intelligent thing for us, I guess, is going to be to trade NASDAQ long, S&P short, and then NASDAQ short, gold long, to give us the straddles on both sides in different accounts, and see how that goes. And then, and see how that plays out. But we're going to do that a little bit later. For now, I'm just going to spend a little time discussing exactly the trades that we do and what instruments we use to help us trade high probability trades. So let me just get rid of this. So we trade the 1 minute chart, and on the there's lots of different strategies in our indicator, but the bread and butter scalping strategies that we do have two different scalping signals. One is a breakout signal, which is exemplified by the lightning bolt trade, and the other one is a reversal signal, exemplified by the triangle trade. Now, what's nuanced about it is that we don't take, like, if this is a lightning bolt up, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to buy the trade, and this is a lightning bolt down, doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to sell the trade. We need two conditions before we even look at direction to, first of all, give us permission, and secondly, decide which direction we want to go with. The first condition is the climate. If the climate is what we call safe, which means volatility is relatively quiet, we're going to be looking only at the breakout trades. So lightning bolt trades dominate this particular environment, right? If the climate turns dangerous, which means high volatility, then we're going to be looking at reversal trades. That's step number one of our analysis process. Step number two. Oh, by the way, we have a trade here. I should trade this. Hold on. I'm not really. You know what? I want to explain. I'm not ready. I'm not focused on trading today. So today I'm just going to explain stuff, because the key thing to successful trading is you need to be totally zoned in at the point of entry. And right now I'm just in explanation mode for you guys. We'll trade after non-farm payrolls when I'm going to be zoning into the trades. But anyways, this is right now setting up as a classic trade, right? We have a bullish tape, so we want to be long. This is confirming the lightning bolt up. We would have taken this trade here at 18.25, and the target would be 22.25, which hasn't quite come in yet, but that's what the target would be. We're trading +4, -10 in a low volatility conditions like right now when ATR is 6. If ATR gets to be about 18 or higher, we expand that to +8, -20. By the way, I think this hits our target, right? Almost. Let me see. We would have been long 18, and we're looking for 22. Not quite. 21.50. It's really, really very, very slow market. So 22.50. If this hits 22.50, they would have given us a positive scalp on the trade. And that's what we do. We look for these optimal short-term trade structures to make money. And the sequence that we're always trading in is climate, tape, direction. So as I said, direction of the signal is the least important part of the sequence. First, we want the climate to be conducive. Then we need the tape to give us a directionality, and then either the signal goes. By the way, here it is. I would have TP'd right here. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes is pretty much the maximum amount of time we have for these scalp trades. Usually they resolve within 1 or 2 minutes. If they go for more than 2 minutes, I usually just get out of them, because the longer they go, the less likely they're going to resolve. So basic scalp trade structure is 2 minute trade, 4 win, 10 loss. That's a 71% break even, and we target we generally expect to do 77%, but we've actually been doing much better. I'm gonna show you some results that we did this week. But yesterday, for example, we did 100% in London, 6 trades out of 6, and we did what's 7 out of 9? Was that 87? Let me see. 7 divided by 9. No, that was 77. And we did 77 trades. 77% is expected in New York. So the bottom line is, I'm always shooting optimally for an 80% day. 4 out of 5 trades win at a 71% break even. You are 10% above your break even. That's a very good margin. And just keep doing that. That definitely takes you to funding target and takes you to P&L. So that's the general thought pattern of how we trade. Yes, we stream every single day, 6 to 10, baby, 6 to 10, New York to London to New York. Okay, so you can come join us Monday through Friday, every day. On Monday, the stream is broken up a little bit because I stream 6 to 8 in the morning, and then Kathy comes in at 8:45, and then I trade with her through New York. So Kathy does like a start of the week briefing on Monday. So we break up the stream on half days, but every other day it's a 6 to 10. So that's the scalp trade, right? The reversal trade requires the exact opposite climate conditions, dangerous climate conditions, lots of volatility. The basic premise statistically is that breakouts work best out of quiet markets and reversals work best out of volatile markets. That's the bottom line, right? That's sort of like what statistically we're trading. And when we reversal trades in a proper climate, again, the sequence is not the triangle. Like say this could be a down triangle, but in a bullish tape, we're going to be buyers. We're going to buy the dip, which is one of the best trades you can make. If the short term tells you sell, but it's actually you're selling. You're basically buying the bottom. It generally always pops up on that structure. So we do this all day long. We used to do a lot more scalps. Now because we've gotten so much more filtered in our approach, it really becomes only like maybe 6 or 7 scalps in a session, but much more accurate. That's the whole point. So that's what we've been doing for a very long time. And we've been refining that strategy constantly. As I said, the perfection that we seek is 80% accuracy against a 70% even. That's what we're looking for to do all the time. We're getting a lot better, getting closer to that number. What I introduced this week, which has been very, very interesting, is a much more discretionary trade that has actually worked super well, which is that we realized that we can take the same signals, most specifically, actually, I would say it's the lightning bolt signals that are the most pertinent in this particular analysis around key session levels. As I was saying earlier in the session today, the only things that matter on an institutional basis is session high, session lows, and VWAP, right? Nobody cares about Fibonacci. Nobody cares about ICT order blocks. Nobody cares about London kill zone. Those are all made up numbers by retail. Basically invented levels by retail. IFG. Those are all invented levels. Nobody who actually controls the market, which is the institutional flow, cares about those things. What they care about is actual. What is the London high today? Where's the Tokyo high? Yesterday? The only other thing that I don't have on my indicator, which I'm probably going to do this weekend, is yesterday's high and low. Yesterday's pit high and low, which is open, which is the real-time market hours, and then the global high and low. Those are the things that people care about. Now, what I found very fascinating is that our indicator, which is very short term, can actually give us a clue at around these pivot points at where the price can go. And we've been trading a lot of these positional trades far better than I thought we could with better risk reward ratios. Because in these positional trades, we're basically trying to trade maybe 1-to-1, maybe 0.8-to-1 ratios. And when you're trading 1-to-1, if you're 55% accurate, you're doing a great job. And we've been like at 75% yesterday, which was just insanely good, because we've been able to pick these zones. And when it's a failure or a confirmation of that zone, it's offering us lots and lots of opportunity. Just like, hey, did I just realize something? Guys, is the London, that's interesting. Huh. Why is the London low here? Why do I have such a huge difference in London lows? I was just, it's funny. I was just looking at, huh. Is the London low starting from 3? This is starting from 3. Is this one starting from 4? Okay. Sorry. I we actually had a nice trade here, but I realized that the trade was, why is it starting from 3 and this one starting from 4? Did I screw this one up on my settings? Hang tight. I wonder if I had my indicator incorrectly set up. London starts at 8, right? Yeah, maybe because it was. Yeah. Sorry, let me set up New York lows too. Yeah. Oh, I think that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Now, my trading view is incorrectly set up. Basically, London session starts at 4, not 3. And New York session starts at 9:30. So because I had daylight savings time here, it was just off by 1 hour on my thing. So now this actually looks correct. So my other charts were correct. So we see we came close to London low, and then lightning bolt up. So we bought this like right over here. I bought this trade over here, and should have traded all the way to Tokyo high, but I gave it up a little bit early. Now, by the way, we're kind of failing at Tokyo high. If you want to trade positionally with me, so we're just kind of failing at Tokyo high. We don't have the lightning bolt down. We don't have a volatility flush down to give us confidence that the trade is real. And I prefer to wait for that. I prefer to wait for like our scalp signal. Basically what I'm looking for is a strong scalp signal that shows us failure or confirmation of a level. And when I have that, I have a lot of and then I can trade against the high of that level or below that level to the next level. And you can do that all day long, and it's really, really cool. So that's probably will move up. Did you get upload? Sorry, what do you mean? Zap, I don't know what you're asking. We took a long position here against London low right over here, like just about half an hour ago. I showed you this trade. We got long here and exited. I exited a little bit early, but I could have exited over here. But it was the same principle at work. It was the same principle at work. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I'm just kind of, I'm going through the basic ideas of what we're doing, which is the bread and butter scalping, and now positional trading against session highs, session lows, and trying to explain why that makes sense from a market point of view, from a market structure point of view. Any questions on this? We got time. It's Friday morning. We're just basically killing time in front of the NFPs, not really trading much. Let me know. Like, any questions on any of this? Yes, no. Is it clear? Give me a thumbs up if it's clear. If you guys are understand the basic idea. See how we held the Tokyo high now? Not really. We haven't had any. Yes. Indicator has like two positions, dots in this. We're trading right now. We're trading the lightning bolts and the triangles on the scalp basis because those are scalp positions, right? Correct. Sorry, Tim, I don't understand your question. Type it again if you have it. Okay, so question is, every Friday we kind of review where our trading stands, and I made a lot of free tools for you guys. So I want to share today. We have a little bit of time. I want to share with you. No, actually, I want to go here. Sorry, I want to. Oh, look at this. Looks like I think we're getting a lightning bolt down. So we can take this positioning to the downside. So we're failing the Tokyo high, just to show you how I would trade this positionally, right? So I'm going to sell this right now. I'm going to sell it right here with a stop right above Tokyo high, targeting a little bit lower. Let's see if my the trade structure kind of confirms. Remember, I was saying to you, I wanted to see a confirmation of us kind of failing at the Tokyo high. We ran it all the way to Tokyo high. Did we come back to London low? Possibly. This is a very, very quiet day today. You're not going to find a lot of clues in market action, but we're going to apply the exact same methodology to today as we would any other day, because it's consistent to what we're trying to do. So we'll see how this trade plays out. I'm just trading very, very small in this thing, but I wanted to show you these three specific free trade tools that I designed for everybody on our sister website, Prop Trader Edge. Feel free to bookmark this because it has tremendous amount of value for anybody who's a trader. First of all, if you're paying $800 to trade Zella, you absolutely don't need to do that, because you can just use the trade analyzer, and I'm going to show you exactly how good it is. So what I'm going to do right now is I trade accounts both on Tradingview and Wealth Charts, and you can also use MetaTrader, which is, as you know, the worst possible reporting tool there is, and this turns MetaTrader trades into beautiful reports for you. So you just simply choose whichever product you're using. I'm using Tradingview right now, and I already downloaded my Tradingview results for this week. So I'm just going to drop them all. I had like 8 accounts. Remember I told you I had like 8 accounts running. 3, 4, 5. That's the beauty of it. You can do all the accounts at once. 6, 7, 8. Right, that's 8. Yeah. Okay, these are all different. Okay, cool. Now watch how simple this is. I dropped all the accounts into my box, right? Hit analyze all files, and boom. Literally all of them are aggregated into a full report. And I think that's interesting this week that you can, hang on a second. Are we in target? Oh, we hit target. Look at that. We hit target on our day trade. following that, that same structure. So we're just, without even trying, we're like 4 for 4 today on our scalp, directional and scalp trades, by basically sticking to, to the structure that I was showing you. So that's good. That's nice. We just added a little bit more P&L to this thing. So let me show you the trade analyzer. First of all, it aggregates all of your accounts. So there's like 13 accounts analyzed. Why is it 13? I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know why it's counting 13. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 8. Oh, 8 accounts detected. I don't know why it says 13. It's 8 accounts detected. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. I didn't even know it did this. Oh, fuck. This actually, you can do it by account. Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know you could do it by account. Here's the most important, interesting thing. This week, we were much more selective in our trades. Generally, I do sometimes 200 trades a week on the scalping basis, and I did less. I did it like significantly less trades this week. And generally, when I do 200 trades, I'm at 30% commission. My gross commission is usually like a third of my profit goes to commission, because that's the trade-off of scalping. I was able to cut my commission by basically a third here. Now my commission is only 1/5 instead of 1/3, because we were pretty selective in our trading. That's a huge improvement, which is interesting to note. Most of the trading actually came in when we started to really focus on that trade regime structure. And you can see I picked up most of my P&L here. So, Monday was actually a big day because I had a couple of, positional trades that worked for me. But Tuesday was quiet. Wednesday was good. Thursday was good. That's pretty much it. Like, anywhere between $500 to $900 per day has been it's a pretty good day. Interesting that this is interesting. This must have been some big losses here that I took. I don't know what happened here, but most of the by the hour trades has been quite good. It's also interesting that that the 8 p.m. hour was also not bad. But you see the numbers, by the way. You see how I'm trying to be around 80%, and there's a lot of hours where I am pretty consistent to that number. So that's pretty good. Wins lost by week, a daily distribution of my trades, best dates. And then we have behavioral analytics. Longest winning streak, longest losing. That's another great thing. Look at this. Only 3 losers in a row. Really, really good. That's super impressive because, and I think it's a testament to us selecting good trades. This, the secondary, the overlay indicator that I introduced this week, clearly showing improvement in trade selection, right? And then this is always true. I'm always, because I'm scalping, 70% of my trades are going to be less than risk, right? I'm always trading, but I'm going to have very few big losses and virtually no big wins. All of my profit is going to come from, yeoman's trades, from scalping trades. Revenge trades were actually pretty good today, not horrible. And then, per account breakdown of my trading. This is each account. You can see, the other cool thing is you can see every single trade you made in every single account. You can kind of, over the weekend, if you have time, you can kind of deconstruct, what you're doing, what was working, what was not working, so on and so forth. This is all really hard to extract out of your broker portfolio, and it's all over there, right then available. So here's my performance metrics, and actually the win rate was not that high, but the profit factor was really good. I need to get my win rate a little bit better. I think part of it is the longs. Look how weak the longs were. The shorts were really cooking at 80%. The longs were not working that well this week. A lot of it could have been also just losing focus on the whole thing. But 1 to 5/7 risk reward ratio. That's all standard. 72%. All of this stuff is within reason of where I want to be. Obviously, you want to move this to 75 or better. And the profit factor is actually the 1.5% profit factor is just perfect. You're not going to get much better than that. Recovery factor was also very good. This is your net P&L against your max drawdown, like how fast you can come back from your drawdown. Anytime you're at 2, you're doing well. So you have like this beautiful, beautiful tool. And by the way, all of this stuff, it's done in browser. But if you want it, you can just download the whole thing, and you can save the save the report. It looks like we have a. I'm looking at my chart here. It looks like a big bop. What's the big bop? Off the London lows. Do we buy this? Let's buy it. Let's see if this is going to hold. Basically, again, just having a bounce off London lows. You got to move because this is set up for my scalping structure, so that's why it's such short targets. But now I can expand it a little bit. So I'm basically, I'm underneath all the session lows, lightning bolt up off the London lows. Give it a shot. Let's see if it's going to work. Let's see if it's going to, and it does work. Nice. Another winning trade in our direction. So directional trades are working. I'm treating them obviously very, very small, but they're all working pretty nicely. So that was my trade of 8 analysis, and it was pretty good. Right? Not too bad as far as the structures go. But what it's basically confirming is that the selection filter that we put in is definitely doing a good job, right? We can still improve on our accuracy and everything else, but it's doing a really, really good job. So that's a trade analyzer. And those of you guys who who want the trade analyzer, I'm actually curious. Those of you who are new, give me a +1 if you think you would use a trade analyzer, if you find it useful. Who's new in the room? Who's never used the tools? Would you just say, actually, type the word yes if you would use it. Yeah, Tim, the answer to your question, lightning bolts only trade under safe conditions. Correct. That is correct. That's absolutely correct. I put the link in there. You don't need to. I didn't need to send it to you. I just gave you the link. The link is literally right here in chat. Just bookmark it. All you need to do is bookmark it, and you have permanent access to these free tools. Just don't forget to bookmark it. Okay. It's always available, and it's always free. That's always cool for you. So in addition to this kind of a free tool, and I'll talk about some other tools that we have here that's really, really cool. I just wanted right now, the Intel just hit my inbox, and I think you would really enjoy this. Let me show this to you. This is our daily market intelligence website. Again, totally free. That gives you the key news that are happening, along with all the economic calendar stuff. I improved the whole economic calendar stuff, so you could literally see all the stuff that's coming up. Obviously, this is all the high risk stuff, high value stuff, and this is low value stuff today. But to get a quick idea of what's going on, it just tells you everything that's happening. Tells you all the geopolitical stuff. So Iran confirmed framework through the Strait of Hormuz, with Tehran signing a joint statement. Final stage with no formal agreement signed yet, and the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. So there's a chance he may have a deal today or tomorrow to open the Strait of Hormuz and move towards a more normalized position. OPEC has approved a September production increase. Alphabet has used. Okay. So this gives you all the news. Goes out, gives you the absolute latest news, the latest headlines, gives you all the stuff. And for those of you guys who became members, the cool thing that I want to show you is this is the way I love to get it. It comes into my Telegram channel, and I can just read it. I can just this is the latest version. Just comes right into my Telegram. It gives me like five seconds. I know exactly where every market is doing, what FX is doing, where the numbers are, and all the calendar stuff. So it's really, really useful. And it's the tool for that is again, sign up for free. It's just PK Trader Tools Intel. So be my guest. Use that. That will always put you in the know. Which of all the indicator combos would be the highest probability? There's no such thing, Theok. Everything is contextual. I mean, if you learn nothing from what I'm talking about, is to explain to you that there's no such thing as high probability. There's only high probability within context, right? Everything is contextual. That's what the whole point is. In a safe environment, bullish tape, lightning bolt breakout is a good trade. This is a good trade. This was a bullish trade, safe environment, boom, right? In a volatile environment, not so good a trade. So everything is contextual. The more you learn about how to read the context, the better you do. Just like, look, I was reading the context over here. We held the London lows, right? We broke Tokyo. We broke below Tokyo. Couldn't hold Tokyo highs. I took a profit here. Then we held the London lows, broke out the other way. So I went long the other way and I traded that. What was I doing there? I was using context. I was looking at where today's price action was and how it's behaving today. Yesterday, it could have been completely different. That's the key. That's why this is such a useful tool, because it's completely contextually based. So it's new every day and hopefully accurate every day, because it's not a robot that applies the same formula to a different set of contexts. I'm not long right now. No, there's no right now. We could be if this thing stays a lightning bolt, safe conditions. Yeah, that's a scalp trade for us. But I'm not scalping today because I wanted to really Friday. I wanted to go through our results, talk a little bit about our structure, and set ourselves up for the non-farm payrolls and get everything organized. Okay, so the last tool that I wanted to share with everybody on the free tool set is this video summarizer, which is completely, in my opinion, underutilized as a tool. What this does is it can take any trading video on YouTube and give you a full summary and download it as a lesson in a PDF format for you. So this is a game I always love to play. Give me a subject on YouTube, trading subject, that you want to learn about. Type it in. Type in the subject that you want. I'm not going to talk until somebody types. We're going to stay silent for 10 minutes because I want you guys to participate in this. I want you to see the power of this. So give me a trading subject that you guys want to learn about. ICT, double tops, Fibonacci, GAN analysis, anything. Okay, Ron says ICT. Okay. All right, let's go to YouTube. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how this works. Go to YouTube. I'm just going to pick ICT, right? How about ICT concepts? Right, ICT concepts. And let's take Casper. Casper is, a master of ICT concepts. This is actually a super short video, so this is fine. So let's take this ICT. This has 500,000 views. This one has 2 million views. Maybe so. This is a more in-depth. This is kind of a more in-depth 12 chapter ICT video, right? So watch this. I'm gonna mute this. All I got to do is just take the URL. I'm going to copy the URL into my video summarizer. I'm going to go like this and just say, get my notes. And it will take maybe 30 seconds for the AI to process this whole video, and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. By the way, once it's processed in the database here, it will be an instant recall. So it's just building a skimmable playbook. It's doing all these things right now. May take another 30, 40 seconds for the AI to process it. And you can, in the meantime, you can look at charts. You can do a little trading. You can see, what's going on here. Actually having a really, really pretty good day today. We're like 5 for 5 today. No bad trades. Really nice. Okay. So, sorry, this is wrong. So I want to go to my video summarizer. Still working on the video summarizer. I'm actually curious. So this is a full course on ICT that the guy's putting together. So a lot of people have done ICT videos. The question is like, do I want to spend an hour learning it? No, I don't. Look what happened. So now the video itself, the full video itself is inside the page. I have an executive summary. I have a minute-by-minute tagline of everything that, this video is all about. Optimal trade entry. I want to learn about optimal trade entry. Watch this. I'm going to click on this. It takes me straight to that particular section, right? So I can hop around the video. I can learn very specific subjects. I can go back and forth. Order block low, order block high probability. Here, I don't even know that. See, and it just explains everything super simple. Then it tells you trading strategies mentioned, optimal trade entry, high probability order block, fair value gap reversal. This is actually very, very good little video on all the basics of ICT, daily bias, stuff like that, actionable takeaways from this whole thing, right? Important timestamps that you can use like this, right? Optimal stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff. This is literally like almost a textbook. And then, quotes and insights. But here's the best part about it. Once you're done, you can literally download this. And now this becomes a permanent playbook for you. This is a permanent course study material, right? That you can own yourself. You just own the whole playbook of this particular video. And here's the cool part. I said to you, once this video is in our database, once it's been in our database, so let's just go, let me go over here. So let me go back to the free tool. So now imagine you pop yourself, and tomorrow you're popping yourself into the free tool section. You go to free video analyzer and you go, hey, I was watching that ICT video. I kind of want to have it reanalyzed. All you got to do is stick it in here, right? Stick the URL in here. And now it's in our database, remember. So get my notes and boom, it's instantaneous recall. It doesn't have to, it no longer churns for like 30, 40 seconds processing it. So, and it will stay like this, I think, for 25 days inside our website. So it's really, really cool. Does it work on non-YouTube videos? No. I mean, look, dude, be grateful for what I give you. Is it capped per video length? No, actually not. But I haven't done. I mean, the longer the video, the longer it's going to take the process. So Chris has got another. So we have a few seconds. Chris wants to learn about Bollinger Bands, which is like Kathy has a lot of really good videos on Bollinger Bands. I wonder. Let me see I wonder if Kathy. Let me see Bollinger Bands. Kathy Lean. I wonder if I can find her videos. Yeah, double Bollinger Bands. So this is Kathy trades this all the time on Bollinger Bands, and so I'm going to take this video. I'm going to summarize it. in the analyzer. I don't think we actually have this in our library. This might be cool. And it'll take just a second to process it, and then same idea, you know. And then you can have Bollinger Bands, Chris. This video, Kathy's video on double Bollinger Bands, is going to process. I think it's actually should hopefully be pretty quickly to process. But the point being is, instead of spending 45 minutes or an hour watching something and then spending another 45 minutes rewatching it because you forgot to process all the information, you know ahead of time, hey, this video has all this stuff. I'm interested in very specific aspect of this video, or I'm going to watch the whole video, or I can study this video really thoroughly to master the product. Well, this is all Claude. This is Claude and a whole bunch of other AI. So here it is. You see how quickly it is? And now this Kathy's strategy of Bollinger Bands on a 50-minute chart. She does a really she trades this a long time. She does trade this all the time. And so, you know, you can see she can explain everything on the thing. She can give you a strategy and play Bollinger Band dual mean reversion scalp. You know, all of those things, actional takeaways, everything where it's, you know, where she's showing you the trades, defining the perfect long trade setup and chart. I'm curious. Do you guys hear her talking? I'm just curious. Do you guys hear the video playing? That's it. I don't know if it's broadcasting through my stream. Just tell me yes or no if you hear her talking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was surprised that I didn't think you would. But anyways, you know, first of all, it's actually all annotated here, so you can actually see it. But yeah, all of the stuff is right then and there for you, and that is the obviously, you know, video summarizers. So again, the absolutely free tools are right over here. It's Prop Trader Edge free tools. I'm putting the link in here for you to enjoy. Be sure you bookmark this link, and then you can use all these tools, you know, for your own analysis and, you know, for your own studying. So you can have a great time. Okay, everybody vibing that? So now it's actually time for us to get serious about today and get serious about non-farm payrolls. Order of business today. What are we doing? We are doing news straddles. We're going to do our one and done structures with our friends at Apex, who are super convenient and easy to be able to do this. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to buy a couple of accounts. I'm trying to think of which ones I want to buy. I'm going to buy, I think I'm going to buy Tradingview accounts today. And I'll tell you why, because I don't want to switch between wealth charts and Tradingview when we're putting on trades. I want to do multiple platforms because it's easier to do it on one single platform. So I think we're going to buy, here's what I'm going to show you we're going to do. I'm going to buy a couple more, because I already have quite a lot of them that are ready to go. Let me just get my authenticator. 759-333. 759. Oops. 333. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get this 90% off. Really, really inexpensive. So this is the one I'm going to choose. The Tradingview Legacy 50K Tradingview. The reason I'm going to choose this is obviously I love the legacy accounts, but they also have bigger drawdowns. It's 3,000 up, $2,500 down. No DLL, no daily loss limit, so it doesn't stop you out in the middle of a trade. This is absolutely the best accounts. They only gonna have them for like another couple of days. Get as many of them as you possibly can. These are literally the best ones to do. Okay, so I'm going to double click this. I'm going to say BK save. Say next, and we're going to choose this account. You see, it's only 19 bucks, right? 19 bucks. That's how cheap it is. We're going to buy a couple of them. I'm going to take this screen off the chart here for a sec. So you don't see my credit card. And we're good to go, right? Good to go. And I'm going to buy another one. I'm going to have 2 more. And I'm going to do this right now because I want to give myself plenty of time to set it. It only takes about 5 minutes for them to set it up, but you still want to do this right now so that we're ready. If you're ready to trade and get funded, you want to make sure that, that it's all set up early. Again, BK save is the code. I'm going to put the link in here. For the legacy accounts, there is a monthly fee. You can cancel at any time, but it's not going to matter for us because we're going to get funded today or not. So it's completely immaterial. But yes, you can also cancel it. Like if you blow the account, you can cancel it so it doesn't renew. But the cool thing is these things renew at an 80% discount. So I'm going to keep any ones that I blew. I'm going to keep them because I want the cheap account next month to be able to use it as a funding account again. All right, so let's go here. One more buy. Take you off. All right, and we are set up, and it's price less than the cost of breakfast. We got 2 accounts for $50,000, and we're going to try to fund these today. So that's the game plan on Apex. I'm done with this. It'll give us about 5 minutes or so for them to set this up, and I'm going to have them set up all. Hopefully, I think it'll be like the 89 account, the 89 accounts. I'm going to trade 4 accounts, NASDAQ against S&P, and then NASDAQ against gold in this sequence, and see if we can get done. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit about NFP and everything else as it's coming up. Ben is asking me, can you do an analysis of one of my live recordings to bookmark the trades you do? Oh, hey, Oh, this is a 4-hour. It's a 4-hour. Geez, Ben, it's going to take forever to process. You want me to do this? Okay, so I'll do this in the background. This is, this is really going to stress test my little AI here. Okay, let's see if this is going to work, Ben. Okay, we're going to go to, let's see, view your channel. We're going to go to, this is yesterday. Yesterday we had a really, really good, no, what was this? When was this yet? Was this yesterday, 2 days ago? Where's all my stuff? We'll go to lives. Here we go. Yesterday we had a really, really good day. This was a good day yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna click this. All right, Ben, this is gonna be fascinating to see 4 hours. Now I'm really gonna stress test my little AI tool here. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna put this over here. And while this is, oh, did somebody do this? Did you put this in there? Did somebody must have already did this because it's already been processed. Oh, look at this. It actually does a really good job. Oh, look at this. Holy shit. Wow. Wow, this is doing a really, really good job. It even does the off menu setup. Wow. Fuck. Look at that. Did you run that? Did you run the did you run this this video, Ben? because it's already pre-processed. Holy shit. Wow. Hey guys, look at this. My own lives really well analyzed. Fuck, this is much better than I could do it. Oh, this is so awesome. So if you're missing my lives, you can just process them here and it will give you everything that you want. This is really great. Wow, Ben. I didn't realize that. Holy shit. That's awesome. Look at that. You didn't do it? Somebody must have done it. There must have been somebody in the room must have processed yesterday's video because it's already in cache and it's really cool. And look, it's so good. It's like every fucking thing I talk about, it's marking. Like this is much better than what I do, guys. This is why I love AI. It's a much more intelligent teacher than I am ever going to be. This is all my stuff, literally all my stuff that you want to learn in a perfect summary. Holy shit, this is amazing. Wow. I'm so impressed with my own work. Yeah, and not only that, but like, it's core concepts that are really well summarized, intelligently, presented. Like there isn't a flaw, there isn't a single mistake this thing made in terms of summarizing my ideas. I wonder what it's going to say about it today. In terms of doing directional trades. That would be interesting too. That's wild. Wow. Good job, man. I didn't realize I could use it on my own lives. But yeah, here you go, guys. You're hanging in lives. You're brand new. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Hey, go to the summarizer. Just this one alone. This, what was this? Yesterday's session alone. This is really worth. I'm going to download this as a playbook just for archival purposes, so I can send this to people who want to know. Like, if you really want to know what the fuck we do, nothing better than using this little tool set to give you. This is going to take forever to download though, because it's like a massive PDF, but it's fine. See, it's building your PDF playbook, and then it's going to download it out. And then once we're done with this, we're gonna get serious about trading out from us. By the way, boom, we're going back up to London highs. Nice big moves here. No, it's not. It's anonymous. Like anybody can process it. So it's anonymous. It doesn't take anybody's name. So I don't know who would have done this. All right, this is just building the PDF book, which is obviously massive right now. See, notes are not saved. Download your PDF playbook to keep it. All right, while this is processing, let's take a look. First of all, did they create new accounts for me? Oh, there it is. Did it just download? It just looks like it just downloaded. Yeah, look at this. It downloaded. Let me show this to you. See, everything is, look how beautiful this is. Holy fuck. Everything we teach is all your answers are over here. All of it, guys. Really, really cool, right? So you can go there. It's not going to take. It's instant processing because the live has already been processed, and then just press the PDF, and now you can have it just like I have it in your own library, and this will answer every single question that we do. All right, we're back in business. Okay, let's see if they actually. Let me log out, and then log back in. Where's my trading? What's going on here? Where's my trade button? Oh, I know why, because it's covered up. Okay, trade, evade, connect. So don't forget, like I said, get the Apex accounts right now, because this is, you're not going to have time later on. All right, so I'm in here. Let's see if they created the new accounts. Yes, 89 and 90. These are the $50,000 accounts. Beautiful. I'm going to log myself out and in. Wait, hold on. Log out. Where's my log out? Oh, no, like right here. Log out. Here, I'll just bear with me a sec here, guys. Here, I'll put this up here. So what we're going to do, because this is, you don't see this on the screen because I'm executing actually on Tradingview. We're going to I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set stuff up on Tradingview, and you can do the same thing on Wealth Charts, but just it's obviously a little bit of a different platform. So these are all. I just bought these 2 new accounts. These are all the funded accounts. These are the eval accounts that we're going to work on. These 2, obviously, I'm not going to trade because these are very close to hitting the target, so there's no point. I've worked, hard to move these towards target and trading, and the idea is by next week we're going to hopefully scalp this to target and get 2 more funded. But these 4 over here are, pretty much at starting base. So these are ample accounts for us to be able to news straddle. And the whole idea of news straddle is you're going to go 2 separate, two opposite directions in 2 similar but not same assets, because you can't do it in the same asset because that's not fair, and Apex doesn't allow it. But you can do it in 2 similar assets, because if it's similar, the risk is different. And the typical structure that we like to do is NASDAQ against the S&P. Now, for NASDAQ on a $50,000 account, the trade that we like to do is about, remember, you need to make $3,000 up against $2,500 down. So what we do is we simply trade the following bracket, which is 156 ticks up. Let me show you what that looks like. 156 ticks up. That is 37.5 points. That takes us about $100 above our target. So it gives us plenty of room to get done beyond commission. And the thing is, no stop. We are not putting any stop on this. It's either do or die, burn or earn on this type of structure, because you have to give it room to run, and you have to give it room run against you, and you can't use stops. It's not a matter of risk control. It's a matter of hitting the direction. So for NASDAQ, we take 4 contracts at this particular stop target ratio, and if we hit it, we're golden. That hits the account. For the S&P, which I'm going to put on over here, we're going to do ES. U6. This is the September contract for the S&P, right? For the S&P, and we have the targets here. We use 42 ticks, no stop, and we use 6 contracts. And the reason why is because this is basically 10 points in the S&P. 10 points in the S&P is $500 a contract. So 6 contracts times $500 is $3,000, and this takes you to $3,100. So we're going to be up, whatever position we are in NASDAQ, we're going to be opposite than the S&P. And then the other position, if we want to trade this, although I don't really know if we want to trade gold today, but gold usually is always a pretty good trade that we can put on. The other position that we like to do is gold at, and let me put this over here just so you guys can see it. So this would be GC. Oh, I forgot. What is it? Is it GC December? Oh, fuck me. I forgot. What's the front month? Is it GCV? I always fucking forget this because I haven't traded gold in so long. Oh, now I have to go back. Let me see. GC CME quotes. What's the volume? October? No, December. 66,000. That's December. GCZ. So the way you know the front month is the one that has the most volume. So it's GCZ. So this would be not this one, but GCZ. December. Okay, good. It's December. December gold is the one. And for gold, the take profit is 77, no stop, right? And for gold, we use I think we use 4. Let me think this through. It's $750. If you do 77 ticks, it's $750 per contract times 4 is 3,000. So we use 77 ticks. So gold is a 4-contract trade. NASDAQ is a 4-contract trade, and S&P is a 6-contract trade. 6-contract trade. 6-contract trade. Stumbling. So I'm going to type this out for everybody that wants to trade this. This is what we're going to be doing for our trading. Where's my thing? Wait, where's the thing? Where's the text box? Yeah, GCZ, I got it. Thank you, man. Thanks, Keith. We do have $2,500 of floating equity. Correct. So that's why we want to use. That's why there's no stop. We're just we're letting it rip or dip, and hoping that it works. And most of the time it does, but there's of course never a guarantee. We've gotten blown up many times, but if you want to get funded quickly, this is a good way of doing it. So it's 4. I'm going to give you the ratios: 4 NQ, 156 TP. None of them have any stops. And it's going to be 6 ES, 42 ticks TP, and 4 GCs, 77 ticks take profit. No stops on any of them. These are your take profits and sizes that we trade with that help us, that really play with us. By the way, you notice, talk about, context. Remember we said the lightning bolt, this is the trade that we took, lightning bolt up, broke Tokyo highs, right above Tokyo highs. We had a stop over here. And where did it go? London session highs, targeting London session highs. If you are positionally inclined, I don't have the patience to hold trade for a long time. So I basically can just show you, I do my own trades as a kind of an entry structure, but I'm terrible at the exit structure, right? I'm never going to be able to hold them for the full Monty, but you guys of course can. That's why I focus on my strength, which is scalping, just taking short trades and making money out of that. But I want everybody to have the opportunity to take longer term trades. And there's lots of people in the room that do this very, very well. So I'm going to keep on giving you these entries and doing entries myself, even though the exits from me are always going to be way too quick versus to where it could be, You always wonder, do I do buy limit or buy? We don't do buy limit or buy stop. So let me explain to you the difference between a buy limit and a buy stop. A buy limit is you trying to buy underneath the market. If the market right now is 29,600, you're trying to buy 29,500, trying to do better than where the market is at. A buy stop is buying worse. A buy stops, like now market is 29,667 on NASDAQ. If you had a buy stop, let's say at 29,700, it will not trigger unless it runs to 29,700. So buy stop is always an entry worse than the market entry, and it's only used for like breakout trades, right? That's the whole point. But when we're trading these particular structures, it's market. We're market entry, limit exit. We're just coming in market and hoping we hit our limit and coming out. Does that answer your question, Melina? That's what we're doing all the time. You know what? This is a good time to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to leave all this stuff for you guys to deal with. The Tradingview accounts are all set to go. I will set sizes up. Like we're going to set our trades, and you'll see this in real life. We're going to put all these four, and you'll see how they trade out. I'll just keep the camera on the screen once the NFPs come out. But let's take a break a little bit for a couple of minutes. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, and we'll come back, and then we'll just simply prepare ourselves for non-farm payrolls. We're 45 minutes away. Don't forget, go buy the accounts right now on Apex. They're right here. Use BK Save. Use BK Save as the link. I'm going to give you the link. And I'm using legacies. I'm buying the legacies ones because those are the most optimal ones for what I want to do right now. I generally like the legacies, but remember, cautionary tale: legacies do renew, and if you don't want them to renew, you have to cancel them. But I'm happy to have them renew because they're going to renew it at 80% discount. So it's not if you blow the account, you're going to get a very cheap chance at a new account next month. So up to you, but just giving you all the info so you can make your own decision. You should do exactly what I'm telling you. You should exit Molina, exit limit. You never do stop. And I just showed you how to set up the. You see, look at this. Let's say this is the gold structure. Take profit only. That's it. 77 ticks, take profit only in Tradingview, right? That's what you do if you're using Tradingview as a platform. So that will set up a limit exit. Just leave it there, and if it hits it, you're a winner. Okay? So always limit exit on this. Never stop. You never use stops anywhere on news days. Always limit. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to play a little music for you guys, and I'll be back in a second. I want to take a positional trade, but because I have the scalping structure over here, I couldn't pull my target fast enough, and it just basically made money for me too fast on the scalp side. But this would have been a nice, clean little positional trade here. London high failure in a sense that lightning bolt down. Taking a short here for about 15, 20 minutes would have been really nice, but I only got 5 because I have the scalping structure over here on the thing. This also would have been a good scalp too, because trade climate was safe. Tape was neutral, so you could have taken direction down nice and easy. So regardless of how you traded it, you could have made money. But we're focusing today on kind of looking at Friday's tools, strategy review, ask me anything kind of questions, and of course, trading the non-farm payrolls today. So I'm not really in the zone to scalp this as much or trade this as much as I want to, but you guys have started seeing the idea of what I'm talking about. Anybody take that trade, by the way, while I was away, or nobody saw the scalp like I did? Oh, good for you. Good for you, XTH. Good for you. Nice job. Nice job. Nice scalp. Here, I want to look something up. I'll be right back. Right. So this is such a this is such an amazing example of what I'm talking about. When people ask me, which of your indicators gives you the highest probability, or what's the combination that gives you the best trades? And the answer is none of them, ever. There's no indicator that ever gives you best probability for anything, because all strategies are always context based. That's why algorithmic. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like algorithmic strategies, like the stuff that Citadel trades, Virtu trades, they change those strategies every single month, right? They absolutely adjust to what the market goes. That's what people think that oh my god, I have like this robot. It's going to trade forever for me. No, it's not. It's going to fail for you all the time because of context. And the reason why I bring this up is because this was a great experiment. Joshua Bell, who's a world-class musician, was playing, I believe, like Kennedy Center that night at a event where people were. Yeah, he was playing with a $3.5 million Stradivarius. And that night he was scheduled for like a massive Kennedy Center performance at thousands of dollars, a seat. So in January 12th, he went to the L'Enfant Plaza Metro Station in Washington, D.C. and played. Remember, this is a guy that people pay thousands of dollars for to see. And he played, there was 1,000 people who rushed by, 7 people stopped to listen for any length of time, 27 gave him money totaling $32. Most gave single dollars. Just days prior, he sold out major theater with $100 average ticket prices, right? But and at that night, he was playing Kennedy Center for $100 a ticket in front of thousands of people. And that's like one of the greatest examples of context, right? Same skill, same performance, different context creates different results. The market is very much the same. Sometimes a buy is a buy, and sometimes a buy is the best sell in the world. And so all we try and do by putting as many contextual clues on our charts is try to figure out where the context is, right? If the context is bullish or bearish. The signal itself is immaterial. The signal can be bullish or bearish, but where's the context? So I'm not sure about that, Crystal. Whatever is the current we always have the highest discount possible and all the prop firms. And by the way, if you guys want, let me give you, if you guys are interested in discounts at every single prop firm, right? Let me just give you the link. Hang on, let me find it. Again, Prop Trader Edge. Oh my God. You're making me type. God damn it. Just a second. I need to find the proper link. I should actually, I'm going to bookmark this link so that everybody sees it. So where is the discounts? Here it is. Prop firm discounts. This is what you want to bookmark, because this will always give you, I'm going to send you the link, always give you the absolute biggest discounts. I'm actually going to just mark this up, bookmark this. Yeah, so that I read it. So everybody go out there and go crazy. Whatever, Ola Prime, our favorite CFD broker, Funded Next, who we love to trade with also. All of these guys we give you the biggest discount links. So just go out there and use it. Thanks, Gen Z5. Not interested. Thank you. Melina, I wonder if do I do this to get funded fast, or I'm scared a little bit that it will go wrong? Well, that's why you use Apex. What are you scared of? Losing $19? What's the worst that can happen to you? You lost a breakfast sandwich. That's the whole point. I have not had a problem with that. Look, the great thing about Apex is they're really, really chill about the evals. That's why I love them. Once you get to funded, they're strict as fuck, and you got to play by the rules. And this is why. So this is more fun than process. Process is what I'm doing with these accounts, right? I am running these accounts in an honest, clean fashion, scalping our stuff towards 53,000. This is fun. This is quick, one and done, right? And the beautiful thing is that Apex is one of the very, very few firms that lets you do that, and they're more than happy because they generally are a very, very relaxed firm. But once you get into the funded account, then they get much more serious about you following the rules. So I haven't had a problem with them on this, as long as you're sort of reasonable and you trade offsetting instruments. They usually generally chill. So far so good. So I wouldn't. Again, as I said, your biggest risk here is $19. That's your biggest risk. That's what you're looking for. What's too much risk? I'm sorry. I don't know how $19 is. If $19 is too much risk for you, then don't trade. Right. Okay. I'm just scrolling through all the other comments. So you guys understand what I'm talking about as far as when I'm talking about context. The context is the single most important variable in trading, and it's one that nobody ever talks about because it's kind of like a hidden variable. Yeah. Okay. That always, that's always the key thing. So we actually popped here. Look at this big pop. So we're running a very tight range, but if you're following the signals, you could actually trade them. You could have traded this really well. Um, bounce off London lows, lightning bolt up, bounce down off London. Like I told you, I think I was saying this to somebody. Where do we make money? If we have the kind of market that we have right now, this is the market that we have right now. This is the market that we have right now. If we have a Z market with big ups, big downs, big ups, there is zero way for us to lose money. The indicator always works in this market, right? That's the context. This is the perfect context for us trading. But God help us if we get into this kind of market. There's just no movement, then it doesn't matter what the signal is, it's never going to work. So just be mindful of knowing when the indicator works really well and when it doesn't. Yeah. I think it actually even has. Is it 50% consistency? Maybe. I think it's even less. I think it was 30% for a while. I don't know if they're losing 50%. It doesn't matter. Once I trade funded, I'm trading. Exactly like I'm trading with you guys on a day-to-day basis. We're trying to make $200-300 per account, rotate out, and then trade next. So it stays all within the rules of where we're going. So let's take a look at what the market is actually anticipating today for the non-farms, given everything that we've seen. Wait, where's the non-farm payroll stuff? What's going on? Forecast. Is this not on here? What? This seems like the calendar is all messed up. Let's go to the calendar. Okay. So market looking at 85. I think it's going to come in weak. I don't think it's going to come in 85 because we saw ADP come in weak. We saw that ISM services. If we look at ISM services, which was, let me see if I can go on a weekly basis. Where's the calendar? Here we'll go this way. So if we look through the week, right? ISM manufacturing was a little bit better. Shh, quiet. ADP was worse. ADP generally tends to be a pretty good precursor of stuff. And then ISM services was slightly worse, but he's not even carrying the ISM employment. Let me unemployment claims were a little bit better. Not for best. Where is the? Let me go to a different calendar. Trading economics. Trying to do it by this week. Yeah, so here it is. Employment. This is the thing that makes me think it's going to be a much weaker. Look at this employment number. ISM service employment was like 4 points below the forecast. That's really ugly, and it makes me think that maybe we're going to come in. I mean, you never know. It's never a perfect correlation, but it makes me think it might be weaker than the forecast. So if we're looking at something like 85, we may come in at like 25. Now, how the reaction of the market will be is interesting. The market is actually, what is this? The consensus now? What is this? Consensus is forecast is 79. I don't think we're going to be at 79 or 85. I think we're going to be lower. But the question is, a lower market, is that a knee-jerk reaction up or knee-jerk reaction down? Economically, it's a knee-jerk reaction down, but interest rate, that's knee-jerk reaction up. So it could be really interesting to see what it wants, how it comes in. I mean, if it comes in, honestly, if it comes in at like 60, I think it's still pretty bullish because it's kind of like the Goldilocks scenario. You essentially have strong enough the economy continues to grow, but weak enough that interest rates are not going to be jacked up and hurt the equity market. So we'll see. Either way, we'll know the price will react, and we'll be on both sides of the reaction. Yeah, get the number early. Melina, I'm not sure I understand your question. You said you have $300 for trading this month. How would you spread the risk across funded accounts? If you have funded accounts, you have no risk. You're just trading. You're trading with those funded. If you're looking to get funded and you have a $300 budget, that's what I'm saying to you. When we do the new straddle, it's $19 on both sides. So you're spending $40. You're spending 10% of your budget with a reasonably good chance of trying to get funded. So I'm not quite sure what your target is. If you already have funded accounts, then you don't need a budget. You're running those funded accounts. If you're looking to get accounts funded, this might be an interesting way of doing it. I'll let you choose, your own path here. I simply show the way, and people take responsibility for their own actions, as it always should be. So we're staying. Where did I have where's my text? Oh, maybe. So let me put the text back up for everybody, because again, the ratios: 4 NQs, 156 TP, 6 ESs, 42 ticks TP, and 4 GCs, 77 ticks TP. Okay, those are the ratios that we're going to be looking at as the market starts to play out. Let me set up my stuff so that we're well prepared. So we're going to trade from 87 to 90, right? And what I'm going to do is, my poor 88 account. I was having such a good time with my 88 account, trading it on a positional basis. But it is okay. It is what it is. We're going to trade 87 through 90 on this account. So I'm going to trade 87. We're going to trade. Oh, you know what I need to do? Oh, it doesn't matter. We can do it here. This is all set up. So this is 87. So, and we're going to trade for NQ. It's going to be 4. And we're going to set this up properly. 156, no stop. Yeah, that's fine. Then for, let me just move this over. Wait. Let me just move that over this way. Trying to get rid of this. Okay. Then for the ES, the size is going to be 6. 6. And the ATM will be 42 2 no stop, right? That's going to be our structure. And then for GC, so I think we're going to go, this is going to be 4 contracts at 77 no stop. And we're going to rotate, we're going to enter into each account at around 8:29:30. We're going to start entering the trades. Our Tradingview accounts via TradingView, designated TradingView as being demo or live. I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think that I think they're all designated as live on the TradingView stuff side, but it doesn't really matter. I'm trading directly through TradingView on all these accounts because it's much better, much faster to create these structures. But you guys, you guys do what you like. What time we have here? We are 15 minutes away from go. Let's see news flow. Anybody have any intelligent news flow here? So this is, of course, our daily intel that summarizes, the overnight price action. But if you want to go to Twitter, oh, I hope Rebecca's okay, man. Oh, that's good. That's good. I thought she was. Gold is trading up. Where's gold trading? Actually, we haven't looked. So we might as well review the markets we're going to trade. So NAS is over here. I'm going to just make this a little wider here. Gold is up strong today. Gold is up big. $73 up. Wow, gold has just really had a strong move here. Look at his moves. So it's interesting. Gold is kind of anticipating a weak number, and looks like they're front running the whole thing. It's up $72 in pre-NFPs, means that market is thinking no interest rate hikes on gold. Super interesting. And we are, New York high is 43.87. We're at like 76. So if I am, that's interesting. I'm trying to figure out how I want to structure this. If I think the market, if I think the employment is going to be weak, we probably want to be long gold, short NASDAQ, and then short NASDAQ, long S&P on the opposite sides. Yeah, I guess I'm going to be short NASDAQ against both S&P and gold as my hedges, on the idea that the number is going to be weaker than we think. And if I'm wrong, they could really go sideways. So I'm just putting it out there. You may want to go the other way, long NASDAQ against both of these for a pop. But we'll see. So I'm going to be short NASDAQ on both sides with a long S&P and a long gold trade on the assumption basically that I think the numbers are going to be weak, and weak numbers mean pop in gold. Gold has just been, popping hard here. And where is ES? S&P is, closing in on 8,000. If it's weaker, it should be good for the market. Yes. But I guess, the question is, if it's weaker, who's going to react the strongest that's why it's really hard to call it, right? And remember, a couple of times I've been wrong in my thing and still right on my funding because I was able to get the hedge to work. If the number is weak, S&P is going to pop, I think, 10 points. It's going to complete its cycle. I mean, basically, we're betting on the fact that whether we're right or wrong, there'll be enough volatility that the hedge or the primary leg is going to pop its target. That's really the trade. We'll see how that works out. I mean, you never know. It could just be in line and the market just doesn't move. That's why that's why there's always risk in this trade. But I think I don't know. Given the fact that ISM was so weak and ADP was weaker, I'm playing Kathy here because this is what Kathy does all the time. She'll take fundamental data and try to project that to the final number, and it's a reasonable projection. You get 2 data points before the event that is showing you weaker job growth. If that's the case, who benefits? I mean, gold benefits the most, so that have to be long that, it could be positive for the S&P on the idea that interest rates are going to stay stationary. We'll see. We will see how it plays out. How much time we have? 10 minutes to go. So we're set up on all our ratios: 4 golds, 6 S&Ps, 4 NASDAQs. The main thing is, I gotta just stick to my landing on the accounts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trade NASDAQ first, both long and short, 87, 88, and then trade S&P and gold long on the other 2 accounts, and then we'll see how they mix and match all the way through. Good morning, everybody. We're getting ourselves set up for non-farm payrolls using Apex accounts. They're only $19. Go get a bunch of them. You can still get them, and they'll be able to set you up beforehand. But we're doing a new straddle. So we're trading. Oops, sorry. I gave you the wrong. Here's the Apex link. I'll put the Apex link into the chat. We're doing a new straddle where we're going to be long one asset and short another asset that's similar, on the assumption that one part of that leg is going to really work, that we're going to have a reaction, and that one part of the leg is going to work. So because non-farm payrolls projected to be about 85, we have two data points in front of it: ADP, which was 20,000 lighter than anticipated, and ISM services, which is generally the best prognosticator of NFPs, had a very significant 4% decline. It was expected 51% on the employment reading, and it came in as 47. Now, the thing is, ISM is a diffusion index, right? It's not hard numbers. ADP is actually kind of hard numbers. ISM is kind of like, how do you feel about it, right? So feelings never trump facts. Take that with a grain of salt. But I'm basically, anticipating given those two numbers, I think it's going to be a weaker number. And when the number is weaker, you have to ask yourself who benefits the most. I mean, gold benefits because obviously lower interest rates, possibly no hike in September, and maybe equities benefit from a better interest rate environment. So we'll see. Yes, like you mean you want to be long NASDAQ in one account and short NASDAQ in the other account? That's definitely not kosher. That's really and it's just kind of stupid. I mean, you could do it. I think they may let you get away with it on. They're certainly not going to let you get away with it on funded, but they may let you get away with it on it. It's just stupid. That's not even trading. Although there are plenty of times you could lose on both sides. If you get volatility up, volatility down, there's no guarantee that even if you're cross-hedged on a same asset, you're going to win. There's always a risk in all of these trades. That's the whole point. You want an element of risk to be able to participate. But I think this is the most reasonable. We've certainly done this many, many times, and it's been pretty favorable for us many times. So it's been reasonable to assume we can get it done. Six minutes left. When the clock hits 7:29, I'm going to start laying positions on. Okay. Good morning. Who's new in the room here? Who hasn't traded with us before? Come say hi. I see a lot of new people coming in. Everybody bunching in for the non-farm payrolls. Like the Super Bowl of trading every single month, or FIFA Cup. We are London session highs, guys. This is the S&P. I'm looking at S&P. Let's take a look at NASDAQ, just because that's our baby. A little bit close to London session highs. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're especially on funded accounts, you never do this on funded. No, guys, don't even think about doing this on funded. They will just take away the funded accounts. Rightly so. This is all on the eval accounts where the rules are a little bit more relaxed. Anyways, guys, do what you want. We do this like every month, so we have a good time with it. Most of the months this works. Some of the months it doesn't. I'm not advocating it. I'm just simply showing what I'm doing in my accounts here. No, I'm doing the news straddle and trade in Tradingview today, Ben. Just because I don't want to switch platforms mid play. It's like you have to be focused enough to want to place these trades, in a short period of time. So I don't want to be distracted by multi-platform stuff. We will trade well charts post event for sure. All right, we are 3 minutes away to count down. Hopefully everybody's set up that wants to trade. And everybody else who's watching, have a good time. Around 7:29, I'm going to start placing the trades. And I'm going to do, so my strategy, yours can be absolutely the opposite if you want it to be. I'm going to be short NQs, long ESs and long golds on the supposition that the number is going to be weak. We'll see if that works out. But I'm betting on the idea that AP being weak, ISM services being weak, leads us to a downward surprise. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. So I want to trade the 87 account as my first, 88 is the second. Those are going to be NQ trades to the short side, and then we'll move over to the ES account, and then we're going to move over to the gold account. Less than 2 minutes to go. We will start at 7:29 or so. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Guten Tag. Anybody from Germany? Market's starting to pop up in front of it. They're starting to run the table. Okay, so NQ we're going to be short. 87. All right. Sell market. Then we're going to go to 88. Sell market on NQ. Then we're going to go to ES. We're going to go to 89. And we're going to be buying market on ES. And then we're going to go to 90. And we're going to go to GC. And we're going to be buying market on gold. And we will see how it plays out. We have 30 seconds left before the data is released, and we're going to see how it plays out. Ooh, holy shit! Negative numbers. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, both of the NQs totally filled. Wait, what the fuck? That was interesting. Look at this. When I still have, look at the ES is, oh my goodness, 3 of them filled. Holy shit. We made money on the NQ beforehand, and the ES on the upside. Is what's the number now? Wow. Look at these moves, guys. That was awesome. That was awesome. We made 3 out of 4 instead of 2 out of 4. So that was a lot of fun. So now we have 3 accounts fully funded in less than 10 seconds. Wow, that was great. That was super, super fun. Okay, now let's go take a look at what the actual print was. Oh, look at this negative payrolls. Holy shit. 23. Yeah, really, really bad numbers. And then of course they start rallying it because that means it's zero interest rate. So it's sort of like played out in that perfect thing. Government payrolls was 53,000. Private was good though. It's actually positive numbers. Fuck this. It's basically government payrolls, the most useless jobs in the world, right? Thank God. That was a super interesting result. Participation rate is a little bit lower. Hourly was 33. How much was the payment? Where are the hourly earnings? Hourly earnings was not that good. That's 3.2. So that's not great. Average hourly earnings was 1 against 3. Interesting. Wow. Holy shit. What an interesting result. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Well, look at this. Everybody getting themselves funded. Nice to see everybody getting funded. But that is a crazy ass result, guys. So negative unemployment, all because of government work, which is positive news. Hours payment a little bit slowed down. That's not quite good. And participation just a little bit weaker. So, I mean, overall, it's interesting. I mean, overall, it's actually a Goldilocks scenario. And, they are popping it, right? They are popping it a little bit to the upside. on the trade. So so now we can settle down. Now we can settle down. We can trade. Now we can actually trade the wealth charts accounts, which I really love trading. And we'll take a look at what we can do here on wealth charts. It's not that much of a pop. Wow. Is this right? No, how big a pop was this? No, this is a pretty big pop. Why is it calling it New York high? It's not New York high. It's 830. Man, all my stuff here is fucked up here. New York does not start. Sorry guys, my sessions are all I have to manually reset my sessions. They're all screwed up. Oh, maybe it's 13 here. Oh, I know why. Because I was using. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let me see if this can be correct. Okay. All right. So that's correct. All right. So London high, 29,772. 5. Yeah, it's about a 200-point spread. Pretty big pop on the candle. How much the candle was? 645 to 7. Yeah, pretty much that. Okay. Let's let the price action slow down a little bit and calm down. Great job. We funded 3 out of 4, which was really unusual. And of course, burnt the last one. I guess that was, which one was that? Was that gold? I'm not even sure. What was the third? Yeah, the last one was gold. And we were long gold, and gold crashed. Is that what happened? What happened to gold? Let's see. No, gold popped. What was I short? I was short. Oh, I was long. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can see it over here. 73 to. Oh, no. We dropped on gold. So gold dipped. Oh my God, look at this. This would you have been so pissed? Gold literally dipped, stopped us out. We were long gold, then ran all the way up there. And then we can actually see this on the charts. Let's take a look. Then the S&P, which was the other one, really interesting. The S&P. Here's the S&P. We survived because S&P is not as volatile. It dipped, but didn't stop us out, and then ramped, and we killed it. And then the interesting thing about NASDAQ, look at the NASDAQ trades. The NASDAQ trade dipped here. We dropped like a stone from here, made all our money, in the instant knee-jerk reaction, and then it ran back up. So the irony of the whole thing is that NASDAQ, whether you were long or short, if you were long NASDAQ, you would have gotten stopped out. You would have gotten stopped out on the dip before it came back out. So irony of ironies, huh? Irony of ironies. Super interesting. And how this played out. But very, very lucky NFP this week, this month, and it all just played in our hands. 3 out of 4 is the best way to go. It's like the best possible scenario of getting funded. So that's how the cookie crumbles. The volatility crumbles. Georgia says gold made its day today, 1,000 in GC. Nice. Tina's very happy she got funded twice. Nice. Good for you. Yeah, I was short the gold. I was short NASDAQ's, long S&P, long gold. The gold stopped me out before it re-rallied, and S&P survived my stop and then rallied to take me out. It's just so much fun. So much fun. Great. Beautiful. So we're going to have a plethora of, so I got 3 more fundeds, and I got 2 that are very close that we can just simply run very close. And then of course we got a ton of fundeds in, here, let me just move this over here, off here. We got a ton of fundeds in wealth charts. and we're going to trade wealth charts now as we're setting up. Markets are clearly bullish. This feels like a bullish reaction to the to the non-farm payrolls, because it feels like, again, even though the number headline was bad, all of it was government work. The private payrolls actually expanded, and that's going to be viewed positively by the market. Let's see what the I'm curious what the reaction is on Twitter. Yeah, so they're all reporting, big payroll miss, but nobody cares. Let's see what the headlines are. See, 44% for 57, right? See, Investing Live knows what I'm talking about. Job report isn't as bad. Huge loss in government jobs, and the employment rate is 4.1 versus 2, right? My friend Adam is a smart guy. He knows what he's talking about. What do we got here? We got London highs, ATRs. ATR now is at 20. So if we're gonna trade scalps, and we could trade a little bit of scalps here, we got to go. We got to reset our. And this is the only thing is, I wish I could. I wish this. I wonder if you could. Ben, do you guys know if you could move these things around anywhere? Trading bar. No. I wish I could move it around because I just need more space. All right, we're just gonna have to leave. We're gonna leave Tradingview on a sliver. Just the last 4 or 5 candles on Tradingview, and just watch the rest of the stuff. So we're London session high is 29.8, and now I'm gonna set my. This has got to be 820, 32. Volatility now is at 20, so we have to expand our scalp targets to more. And trade that. No, barely passed this 53,001. 53,100 is perfect. Good job. Everybody had a really, really good day today. Okay. All right, so VWAP is at 600. Session highs over here. We don't have any signals because obviously it's just running. We'll stay patient with the trade. Next triangle, we're in the danger zone, which actually sets us up for really good scalp possibilities here. So if we get a triangle trade, red triangle trade against a bullish, this is a bullish tape, danger zone. These are all going to be buy to dip trades if everything stays as is. Do I do one and dones only on the NFPs? Generally, yes. The other one and done, the only other event that has that kind of potential, well, CPI for sure has it, but maybe sometimes GDP has it. Oh yeah, you're really working the 250. You want that 250 account, huh? Good luck. Tell us if you get it. That'll be a big accomplishment. Good for you. So guys, I'm watching. We're going to watch some scalp trades, but what I was going to say to you guys is many of you who are just joining us now, I discovered something very, very cool. Very, very cool, which is that in the video summarizer, the free tool that I made for you guys on Prop Trader Edge, let me put the link in there for you. The tool actually can summarize my live shows. And yesterday's live show, we had a really, really strong show. This thing summarizes not just the whole show and all of our winning trades and everything else, but literally every single setup that I talk about is totally summarized in here. And if you want to, you could simply just put that URL into the tool and download, like I did, download the whole PDF playbook, like all the rules, everything else. AI did an amazing job literally summarizing yesterday's session, which was our best trading session this week, probably our best trading session ever. And all of the important timestamps, everything else, you can watch it all on repeat. Really, really cool. You don't have to, even if you don't watch it, you can learn all of the setup rules that I used to do well. So, and it even, like, you know, this kind of a thing that's super important. I can't believe it totally picked it up. You know, not trading, not scalping above ATR 40 and so on and so forth. Just really, really cool stuff. So have fun. Okay, we got a triangle. This is going to be a scalp. We're going to be buyers on this thing. Tape is bullish. Climate is dangerous. Like I said, this is a buy to dip trade on this triangle trade. We needed to, obviously, the candle to close. So I'm just waiting patiently for it to close. But we're going to execute this first scalp trade post NFPs. And vol is 20, so we're trading 820. The structure here is going to be 820. 6, 7 seconds. 4, 5, 1, 2, buy. All right, we're in the trade. Let's see if it does the deed for us. And we're done. In and out. Beautiful trade. Perfect scalp. Perfect buy to dip. Good post-event trade. Nice job for everybody who took it. We're in good shape. Oh, just did my add the money setup. Boris added 2 more and now got 10. Now I'm going to have 10 PAs working. That's great. That's great. You took it, right, Miguel? That was a very clean setup. We all saw that. Yes, Tim, previous day high, previous day low, very important. And over this weekend, I'm going to add 2 levels to the Tradingview indicator. I'm going to add the pit high and low, which is real. That's 930 to 1600, and Globex high and low from prior day. So we can use those as reference. Those are not those. You know, those come in ancillary. They're not primary, but you know, they're valuable. So we will add that to it. Absolutely. So nice clean trade. Now we're probably going to stall a little bit in front of the New York Open, and then, you know, the volatility in New York Open is going to be the next opportunity for us to do this. And then I actually want to, you know, we may want to. I really want to trade. What do you call it? some of the positional stuff post New York trade. Good job, Keith. Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody. Good morning. A lot of new people in the room. Say hello to me. Do you want, if I get 5+1s, and it has to be from people who are not our regular traders, so I'm not counting those +1s. If I get 5+1s in the room, I'll give you the link to the BK Dots PDF so that you can see, you can actually see our rules. And I'm actually going to make the PDF from yesterday's live session. I'm going to make that PDF available for download for everybody, along with the BK Dots. I'm just going to drop it into the same thing, and I'll do it over the weekend. So you'll be able to, I can't believe how good a lesson summary that was of our best trading session. And it really explains everything that we want to do. Still a buy here. So this is a red triangle, danger zone, bullish trade. Still looks like a scalp buy for us on this particular trade. The thing is that I'm actually going to trade small. No, I'm late. I'm going to buy. Do I want to buy this? Okay, let's see. I'm going to give it a shot here. I'm going to trade a much smaller size on this one. The reason why is because when I have two consecutive buy scalps in the same direction, I generally take it's unlikely that you're going to get like huge continuity here. I might get lucky. We get lucky again, second scalp, but I always take less size. And by the way, this is so cool about well charts. You can just loosen your size or increase your size so fast. So that's fine. So now, 2-0 scalps, momentum still rules. We're still able to take the trade nicely. Yep. Yes, that's correct, Tim. Because the structure of how we trade, climate, tape, direction. Direction is always is least important component. So if tape is bullish, direction is bearish, we go bullish, we go buy. We go buy. That's why it works, because it's actually the direction being bearish is a huge opportunity. It's a sell-off. It's a buy to dip. It's a buy to dip opportunity. And we're blowing through the 2,800. You know what's interesting, guys? It feels like they want to take it to 30,000. I think we see 30,000 in New York today, maybe even beforehand, because this is ultimately an uber bullish report. Even though, of course, everybody in the press is going to go, "Oh, it's horrible." Private employment was good. So that's where things stand. Kathy is back on Monday. Yes, she'll be. The Wandering Princess is back. She'll be back. I'm sure you guys missed her. So she'll be back on. So on Monday, we're going to trade 6 to 8, then take a little break, and then, have her run the show, and then I'll come in and join you. But I'm going to be here with you guys all of August. Coaching is going to start probably next week. I'm not sure. No, it's going to start depending on. Yeah, I think it's going to start next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but a week from this Saturday. We're going to do coaching, and that should be a lot of fun. And we will also, for those of you who are new, we're going to have a new offer for coaching too. So you can be able to get coaching. Like, even though you missed the lifetime offer, you'll be able to get coaching on a new basis. Oh man, good day today, huh? Good day, everybody. 3 funded, hitting all the scalps. My work is done. Although I think today is going to be a great trading day. Just going to be a lot of fun to trade today across all the accounts. I think there was a third. Yeah. Am I missing this? No, this one. Yeah. This was a sell. There's actually a third signal, which I'm just, zoned out as I'm not trading it. But this is a third triangle signal right over here that we could have bought and would have also banked us. So the other thing is in a beautiful trend move, like this kind of a uniform trend move, every one of our signals is always going to work, because every one of our signals is basically buy to dip signal, right? So you had like 3 in a row here that continuously work. That took 2 of them. Yep, really good trades. You're right, Miguel. You're right. I'm sort of zoning out, not trading them, but they are all totally viable trades. Just hitting all the trades right now. A strong trend structure is definitely going to work. Hey guys, hang on just 1 second. I'll be right back. I just got to go check something out. I'll be right back. So this one, the fourth one, is probably going to fail, right? And that's the whole point. Again, context. Oh no, you don't even take it because you can barely see this because everything is so scrunched up over here. But the trend is neutral. Once it's neutral, actually, the trade is to the downside. You see the trend is neutral here? We had positive trade, positive trend, positive trend. This, instead of this being a buy, this would have been a sell. And we could have sold this down and that would have worked. So depending on how you were looking at it, you could have done that. But the last 3 triangles were very, very good. All right, you know what I'm going to be looking for right now? Just to see if we get a little bit of the reversal. I'm going to be looking for a lightning bolt trade. If I get a lightning bolt trade, I'm going to trade that against the London highs. Maybe not a good trade, we'll see, but it's worth a shot. Like I said, we've been trading positionally really, really well. And I'm perfectly okay, taking a positional trade here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 down. Actually, would have had 4 consecutively good trades in a highly volatile environment. Wonder what everybody's saying on Twitter, what the reactions are. Oh. Oh, sorry. Dollar yen looks like it's really crashing on today's numbers because I guess yields are coming back. So you know what the headline is today? That AI is destroying jobs, government jobs. That's what it seems like. We'll see. All right, I'm watching. I'm watching to see if we get any kind of downward volatility spike here. I'm looking for a lightning bolt down, but volatility seems to really die down. London high at basically in front of the 290. I still think as the day goes by, we're going to hit 30,000. I think the bears are just going to hate this day today. What do you guys think? You think 30,000, yes or no? Yeah, Colin, we're gonna go short positionally, which is small size, much larger stops and targets against the London highs. If we get a spike down. So, guys, over the weekend, I'm going to make a new link off the BK Trader Tools website to download that PDF that from yesterday's live trading session because it's such a good teaching tool. It's better than the dot. The dots thing is great, for general knowledge, but for the very specific scalping structures, that thing has everything in it. Much better than what I have. ATR slowing down a little bit. Oh, here we go. Spiky down. So when I get something like this, I'm perfectly okay getting into the ask position. And then I just gotta the thing is with well charts, remember I'm pre-set up on the scalp ideas. Oh shit, I'm a big size. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna get out. Shit, I don't want to do this. I want to get small size. Damn, I'm gonna get worse execution, but I want to be at big size because I want to do this correctly with you guys. I don't want to run this because the whole idea is you want to trade small size but larger stops and targets. This would have made me more money, but it was a bad risk approach. So I will just great. Look how fast it was for me to adjust on well charts. It was so cool to adjust on well charts. But yeah, basically we're trying to trade positionally against this move here. Hound Dog, how's your trading going today? So how many people got funded off of the one and dones today? I know Tina got funded. I know I saw Ben got funded. How many more? Give me a +1 if you got funded. I think Ira got funded, right? Let me know. Tony got funded. Hey, I didn't see you. Tony, what'd you trade? Good job, Joe. Tony, did you trade NASDAQ against ES or NASDAQ against gold? What'd you trade? All right, we're getting close to my target. Getting close to my target. Come on. Flatten out. All right, I'll take it. I'm the worst person to hold positions. But another great tactical position, right? You can scalp or you can day trade, but both really play into the structure. I just love trading, contextual trades. Oh, NQ sell and S&P buy. Oh, didn't you get funded on both sides then? Because my S&P long worked and my NQ short worked. Did you only get funded on one side? All right, who took that positional trade? Oh, that sucks. Who took that positional trade with me? Well, hey, half a loaf is better than none, right? Anybody take that short with me? And who else? I wish Dr. D was in the room. He'd be milking this thing for 150 points. Keith, are you still in the trade? Who's still in the trade? Who's still got the patience to hold on to this trade? Yes. Keith is another one that can just hold him forever. Good for you. Nice moves. I know. I mean, the really, really good way of trading this is with a 2-lot, make the money on the first, put the second one to break even, or just simply keep the second one at session highs and just see if you can milk it all the way down. Because sometimes you can get a V-shaped reversal. But this is a nice clean. You know what I really love is the very fact that our indicator, you know how we always try to pick tops and bottoms, right? We always try to have picks and bottoms, and we're always early, and it's always a pain in the ass. And this is the first indicator that has not been early, that has been spot the fuck on. STFN. STFN. That's the technical term for the STFN. Right? Yeah, it's been good. I mean, Keith, you've been trading this for a long time with me, so you know. So nice little sell-off here. Good entries. Took some money. And we actually doing really well. I'm let me see what I'm doing today. I'm not even keeping track of any of the scalps, but I think we did all the trading we did was in well charts. So I'll tell you what my trades are in well charts today. No, trades. I want to go trades today. Wow, today is the 7th. Jesus. Man, I can't believe August is flying by. 2, 1, 2 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Really? 16, 17, 18? Wow. Wow. Holy shit. 18 out of 20 trades today, guys. That's a 90% hit rate. 18 out of 20 trades today. No joke. No joke. You want to see it? Let me show it to you. I can't even export it, but like, no joke. This is the wealth. This is the wealth charts run. Look at this. Today's 7, right? Look. Oops, hang on a sec. Let me move this over. You can see there's 20 trades and there's only 2 reds. So 18 out of 20 trades. That's really good. Really, really good. Good for us. So again, yesterday's video fully summarized. I'm going to be able to put that into what does this thing do? What does this do? A link copy to the clipboard. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a link to the video. I'm going to put that into a PDF and make it downloadable for Monday. All right, we're in actually safe regime. That's we already missed the trade, so not a trade, but lightning bolt down, safe regime. Okay, we're gonna have, what time is it? Well, it's about 10 minutes before the open. No trades really now until the open. I want to see how the open trades. We'll give it some time, and we'll play around with it. Oh, guys, do you guys hear like the saw, like the electrical saw? My next door neighbor is cutting down my next door neighbor and I share like a tree, and the tree is like all bent out of shape, so they're cutting down the whole tree. So it's just going to be them just making noise. My dogs are barking, and it's just causing me a headache right now. But another one bites the dust in our neighborhood. I've had to have cut down 2 trees since I bought this house. I've never spent more time on shit I could give less of a fuck about than I have since I've been in the suburbs. I was just thinking, I don't even look at nature when I'm in New York City. I couldn't care less what the lawn looks like, what the trees do, what the weeds I need to worry about. Like, that is not a thought in my head. And that's all I have to do when I'm in the suburbs. A tree grows in New Jersey, right? Exactly. All right, so we're about 100 unwind, not unusual. Be interesting to see if the market thinks this is going to be I still think it's going to be a buy up. This is just a sell in front, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are getting bearish. Anybody from Michigan trading with us today? Hey, Keith, it's already 11 at night for you. So fully unwinding the move here. Fully unwinding the move. Could have had a bigger turn here than what I took. Wow, I can't believe it's such good results today in scalping. You know, we'll see. I may actually PDF this session as well. How well it summarizes this. Maybe this session also has some interesting takeaways, and maybe put them together into one single giveaway document. That way, you guys can have a good reference source. But honestly, you know, yesterday's session was just really, really good for all the rules. One thing, this is just a quirk of the systems. Wealth Charts has a little bit of a different VWAP than TradingView does, but as the day goes by, they kind of converge. $15 minutes to the open. The reason it's different is because it has to pull in data. Colin, there is a full video that describes the whole dots indicator. If you sign up for the indicator, let me give you the link. You can get it on a month by month basis, so it's not very expensive. And our partners sell the indicator, have the video. It comes when you buy the indicator, you get the video. You have it. Okay, then you're good. If you scroll VC to earlier, it will change the view up. So what he's saying, I'm sorry, is different is it needs to pull in the same data. Wait, how? That makes no sense. If it needs to pull in the same data as TradingView, why would it be different? Oh, you're saying it's not pulling in the same data? So that's why it's calculating VWAP a little bit differently? I mean, it's not much of a difference. These are all general levels, right? And we're just looking at general levels. But it's interesting. I mean, I wonder why the VWAPs are. They're always 20 points off, and then they converge. Who's new in the room right now? Who's never traded with us before? Never scalped, never position traded? Reveal yourself. Only scalps. Oh, look at you. Look at you. We love your handle. Only scalps, man. We trade every single day, 6 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Come hang out with us. I think you're going to find it very productive. Where are you from, Only Scalps? And what do you trade? Where are you from and what do you trade? My two go-to questions. Oh, hey, guys. We got a scalp actually coming up. Tape is bearish. Climate is dangerous. We got a green triangle. We definitely want to do the scalp. Oh shit, where am I? Right over here. I want to go to, I'm going to see if I can do join ask. Can I get into it? No, fuck. Let me see if I can get it in. Come on. Hit the ask. I'm being a pig. Oh, fuck. See? I'm being a pig. And did I get into the trade? I was trying to be cute and trying to sell the offer, which something, remember I told you never get cute. Just take the market entry. Had I been in the market entry, it would have been fine. There we go. Did we get done? Did we get done? Okay. I'm going to cancel out. I want to cancel everything out. Cancel. Okay, cool. All right. Another one bites the dust for a positive scalp. Again, it's easier to see on TradingView, so I'll show it to you. We're trading well charts with TradingView signals. Uber bearish tape, massive, danger climate, high volatility. Green triangle means we sell it, baby, because tape beats direction. So we sold on the close here at 28. Vol is 16, so I'm basically trading 8 target, 20 stop. We sold this 6 to 16, and it went down all the way down to like, what was the close? 28. We sold at 28, so it went down to 14. So more than enough room to have made the scalp. I made the scalp here. So we're just chilling and willing. Oh, Tampa, nice. Nice. We have a ton of Florida traders. I just need a BK up. We'll have, my whole family lives in Florida. So, it's like my second home at this point. But on the Gold Coast, not the Gulf Coast. How many, I'm just curious, just for shits and giggles, how many people are from Florida in the room right now? I know there's a lot. Do you trade prop or do you trade your own account? See, Collins from Florida. I know it. All the FLLs. Yeah, good for you. Prop it. That's it. I feel like Florida is prop central. We had so much fun. We did a webinar in Boca last year, and I know Kay doesn't want to do it because she she hates the she thinks it's a pain in the ass, and it is a pain in the ass to set up a live event because you have to. There's just a huge amount of minuscule details you have to really work through. We did it at the Boca Marriott, but it was so much fun. We had such a good time. Like, I would do it just for the fun. Maybe I can convince her to do it again. I think it'd be really fun. And there was so many people that came from all over the place. People even flew in from the Caribbean to come hang out with us. It was a lot of fun. Maybe I can convince her to do it again. I think it was a lot of fun. Well, hopefully, scalps, if you hang out with us, we'll show you our way. Hopefully, we can stabilize you a little bit. We've been trading really, really well lately because we have this indicator that I developed, and we've been just throwing away almost every single superfluous thing to it, and getting it down to the core, and having it cut down to the core really has been just super accurate for us. I showed the guys. Let me show you again because everybody's in the show now, so you guys can actually see it. So aside from the free traded tools that I have, the video summarizer, of course, I have hang on a second. Let me get this over here. The trade analyzer, which again, this is $1,000 saved for you guys. Because if you have TradeZella, if you're using TradeZella, this is better than TradeZella and it costs you $0. So I showed you our numbers. Let me do this again because let me drop all this stuff. And actually, I don't. This is Trade-Evade, so I didn't do any Trade-Evade trades today, so that'd be fine. So what is this? 4? Hold on. What is this? 74? Where am I? 74, 300, 311. I just want to make sure I'm not. 6. Wait, 311, 18. 35, yes. 74, yes. 300, 54, 79. What is that? 1, 2, that's 6. That's it. That's correct. Eight accounts. Okay. So watch this. So this is my results for this week, right? And we can go through the whole thing, but the most important part is usually we're doing 200, 220 trades that week on the scalp side. And this week, we just did 134. So two things really jumped out at me. Usually my comms are like 30% of gross. Really, I'm paying like a third in comms. And now I'm only paying a fifth, which is huge. And I'm under 200 trades, and yet the P&L was pretty good. And so that is a testament to how much better we are at filtering the trades, right? At the overlay helping me filter. The other thing that was just blew my mind is only 3 L's, 3 L's, consecutive L's, which was unbelievably good, right? In terms of risk control. So 3 L's were pretty good. Everything else is always the same. I'm always going to be under 1 R. That's going to be all my trades are going to be over here. I'm never going to make huge money and never going to lose huge money. I'm always going to be just, doing small scalps. Even revenge trades were okay. And then the most other interesting thing that was that came out of this that was super. The one thing that was not great was the win rate. I wanted to get the win rate higher, but the win rate was very badly driven down by the longs. The shorts were excellent. We're at 80% on the shorts. The longs were weak. I don't know what happened on the longs here. I could look at it more. But the thing that also jumped out at me was 1.5 on the profit factor, which was very good. Anytime you're 125 or better, you're good. At 1.5, that's perfect. That's really like the only thing that I'd really love to improve is take this to 75. Recovery factor was also great. At two on a recovery factor is a really, really good number. So, if I can just keep doing this next week, that is a very, very steady performance for us. And that is, I think, a testament to the regime overlay and helping us really, really control risk. So that's it's pretty good results today. I just I shared it early in the morning, but then everybody I know that a lot of new people came in. So hopefully you guys like it. Please use the tools, right? They should be really, really useful for you. And also, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but you can literally, this whole report, everything in this report, click this download button and you can save it. So you know how they tell you, you got to take notes every single week on all your trading, blah, 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 blah. I hate taking notes. I hate doing clerical work. This does all the clerical work for you. You save it, and now you have a record of it, and you can refer it back to it, as your trade. This becomes your trading journal without you having to journal anything. Oh, that should be the tagline. Trade Analyzer, your trading journal without you having to journal anything. That's what you get. And it, of course, works on wealth charts. And also, how much of a pain in the ass MetaTrader is. It's the worst platform in the world for reporting. This thing does an amazing job with MetaTrader. All you got to do is just click this, drop the MetaTrader numbers in there, and it will do the exact same thing. Really analyze the whole thing well. So enjoy it. I made it for you guys. Have a good time with a trading journal that doesn't make you journal. Does anybody use it? Yeah, great. Thank you, Keith. Thank you. All right, we're almost at the open. What time is it? 1 minute to the open. 1 minute to the open. Coming down all the way to VWAP. So they sort of cranked it to 29 and gave everything back. This is a pretty good trading pre-NFP trading session. Usually we usually don't get any kind of movement, but we had a ramp up, ramp down as I don't know, hangover. People are feeling bad. We'll see. We'll see if they hold the VWAP, try to run it again. The next big area, of course, is going to be London lows. Hey, is Astrologer in the room? Astrologer, are you there, my friend? I'm just curious whether he's going to be, whether he thinks we're going to run the London lows. But London lows are right here. They're like staring us in the face here at 29. Right here. Seems natural to want to run them, but we'll see if they hold it in front of us. I don't know, Gilberto. I know as much as you do, or as much as anybody does. I don't try to predict where NQ is going to go. I think it might go to 30,000 just to piss off the shorts, but I could be 100% wrong. Most importantly, it doesn't matter where what I think about where the NQ goes. It only matters if I can scalp it properly. All right, we're on the open. Not much vol on the open because I guess all the vol happened pre-open. So we'll see how it plays out. And I got to adjust this on the New York high, New York lows. Yeah, much more tepid reaction. You think it might hit 30,000? Okay. We're probably both wrong, but it's fun. It's fun guessing, right? Oh. So as English will be the first one to tell you, that the most natural target now is the VWAP, which is sitting right down there, waiting to be scooped down. We're obviously not trading first couple of minutes. Just let the price action go. Carlos is long. Carlos, man, nice big ballsy move over there at the 2940s. Yeah, look at this, Carlos. You scooped it, baby. Wait, how'd you get it 640? When were you at 40? When were you long? Before the event? Because it didn't hit 640. Did you mean 680? I have bounced off the roof here. Okay, so lightning bolt up. This is kind of giving us New York pump and dump move. I'm going to go long here on positional trade here, but this is a big positional trade. So I kind of, I got to be underneath. Oh, but I got dumped too fast. I was trying to move my stop. Again, I'm on my I'm in my scalp mode, so my stops and targets are too short. Oh, you had an order at that level. Nice. Anyways, that long, if you guys followed it positionally, really worked nicely. Unfortunately, I just got only a little bit of it, but it's still pretty good. That actually puts me like at 19 out of 21. Holy shit! I cannot believe I better stop trading. Wow, 90.4% today, 19 out of 21. That is some awesome day. Three out of 4 accounts funded, 19 out of 21 for 90.4% hit rate today. Dudes, I think I earned my weekend. No? I think we did a good job today. Yeah, nice job, Keith. Nice job. You know what I really wish, and I keep saying this to Sean at Well Charts, like, tell me I'm wrong, guys. Like, what they need to do is fuck all these, tools over here, tools over there. They need the fact to have like 2 functions. Give me last price, which it's not even that big a deal, but last price here would be nice to see. But what I would love to do is a drop down on the brackets so that I can just, like, instead of me fucking around with looking for the brackets over here and resetting them, have give me I just want to preset 3 sets of brackets, one for scalping, one for positional, one for, whatever, right? And I just have it right over here as another drop down box. Boom, boom. It would take me 5 seconds to scalp it. Tell me, I want to hear everybody who's a Well Charts trader if you would like that functionality, because I don't want to go to Rob and yell at him unless I have confidence that you guys agree with me that this is useful. Give me a +1 if you think that would be useful. Yeah. What functionality, Ben? So fast action tool, right? Already has join bid, join ask, buy, sell. I want to drop down. I want a ability to preset, have a drop down menu of presets that I made myself. Maybe even the simple one, whatever. Just somewhere where I could save, scalp preset, like basically, +5, +10, +20, +40, that kind of, stop target presets, so that all I can do is I can quickly drop down, change my presets, and enter the trade, hit the trade, right? By the way, we're going down back to the VWAP. We basically failed the New York high. This is it. We got to go short here, guys. We got to go short. But again, here's my problem. I'm in this trade, and I need, in order for me to kind of manually trade this, right? I need to readjust my numbers. This is a big, big move. So the correct stop should be like somewhere around here, but that's just going to give me too much volatility move. So I'm going to try and take this one as my initial trade and see if I can get the move to the downside. Yeah, it's working. It's working. I just missed my flatten. Come on, flatten me out. Flatten me. I'm going to flatten myself out. Well, how do I? Okay, so Ben, maybe teach me. So I'm in simple, right? So okay, let's call it scalp. and scalp low ATR, right? Let's just do that. And that would be, it gives me size. Okay, but okay, I don't know. Let's just do 5, and I'll do 1640. Okay. Wait, hold on. What happened to my save? Apply? Oh. But the problem is I have to change it in the multi every time, and it's annoying. All right, let's just do this. Then I want to do scalp high ATR, just for argument's sake. And quantity, let's just do 3, and we double this to 3280. Save, apply. And then let's do positional. Wait, let's do this. Let's see, positional is like, let's say 1, and it's going to be like 8160, just for argument's sake. Just give me wide enough brackets. And we do this as positional. Save, apply. So now this is synced, right? Sync to top bar. But I still have to change it over here. I'd have to change like my strategies over here. Wait, how do I? Where's the drop down menu for this thing? Why can't I? Yeah, I'm using multi, but how come I can't pull up my drop down menu here? Oh, here it is. I have to click inside here. Oh, that is so unintuitive. Okay, so we're like at 36 ADR. So yeah, you have to do this and sync it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little hard to do. I mean, it's not horrible, but there's a lot to do. It'd be much better if you could save strategies, save brackets inside here. All right, where are we now? Tape is neutral. We're safe. We actually have lightning bolt trades. ATR is very close to my breaking limit at 40. So proceed with caution on the size of these trades. So like right now, if I'm going to set up my structure on the multi, scalp high ATR is fine. May even actually make it 2. Apply. Okay. The indicator works much better in low volatility environments. I mean, high volatility is always brutal, right? But the one thing we did to adjust was we doubled our stops and targets in high volatility. That's what, and basically the rule of thumb is above 40, you don't really want to scalp. When ATR is at 36 now, so it's really, really close to your, to the danger zone. Wow, it kind of died. Look at the New York. Like all the action was pre. This was such a good day because all the action was pre NFPs. Usually, like after NFPs, market dies. But today, the market really really came alive pre NFPs. High vol sucks. Yeah, well, high vol is good for positional trades. Where are we? Oh, I missed it. Let me see. Okay, I'm late. I'm chasing this trade because I'm yapping, but it still got done. So condition was safe, right? Right over here for high vol trade. So it still got done. So this is great. You know what? 20 trades out of 22. I will fucking take it. I think I'm done for the day, guys. That was not bad. Holy shit. I'm almost at 51.7. I only got $1,300 to take this to target. Nice. Like ones and twos, basically. All right, I think we did we did productive work. I was going to say something very snide, but I held myself back. We did good work today, guys. We are 20 out of 22, fucking 91% on scalps and day trades. 3 out of 4 funded. I don't know how much better we could have performed today. And you can see the tools are really, really, really helping us hit it. If it's not showing you lightning bolt, make sure that it's configured. It should go into the parameters. And what you want is called the big, let me show you. Show big body markers right over here. It's the big body, big boy markers right over here. Okay, make sure that's clicked. What strategy PDF are you talking about, Ben? What strategy PDF are you talking about? That one was emailed to everyone who's lifetime. It's the glossary of the whole product, including the regime overlay. Oh, I mentioned about this one. That, sorry, where am I? No, this one. This is yesterday's. This is PDF from yesterday. You can get it yourself. You don't need it. You don't need my help for it. But this is the PDF that the video analyzer made from yesterday that gave very, very good summary of everything that you need to know about the strategy. The video summary, right? So I'm gonna be able to offer the video summary for everybody to download. Yeah. Bella, we hit 3 out of 4 funded today on one and dones in Apex. Thank you to the OGs. And 20 out of 22 scalps. We just had a blazing day today, Bella. Blazing day. So thank you for all your support. By the way, all those freebie Apexes that I give away, you can thank Bella for. And I still have some more left. So definitely we're going to give away some next week. But yeah, Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. We're actually wrapping up. I'm gonna peace out. I gotta go feed the doggies and take care of all the stuff. But look at this. I mean, price action super ugly on the open, and yet winner, 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 chicken dinner all the way through, right? Winner, winner, chicken. I think actually, as a matter of fact, we really deserve this today. Today, we definitely deserve this. Hang on. This is what we need. We need this. Hold on. Where am I? I think this is the perfect way to go out this weekend. My favorite line of that is, feeling hot can't get thinner. I think that's hilarious. It's like the least PC line ever. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, feeling hot can't get thinner. I love it. It cracks me up. All right, guys, that was super fun. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Let's keep our focus. Let's keep our structure, and hopefully we will maintain our strategy. But everybody have a great day. Thank you so much. What a great session it was. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.